Abraham Lincoln is remembered as the great emancipator, the president who freed millions with a single document. But the truth behind the Emancipation Proclamation isn't just about morality, it's about strategy, it's about survival. And it began with an election that tore the country apart. In 1860, Lincoln was elected president without receiving a single electoral vote from the southern states, not one. To the South, it wasn't simply a political defeat, it was proof that their influence in the Union had collapsed, that a president could be elected who didn't represent their interests or their system of slavery. On December 20th, 1860, South Carolina succeeded, then Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and finally Texas, each state walking out the door until they formed a new nation, the Confederate States of America. When the Civil War began, the Union expected a quick victory. Instead, they faced disaster after disaster. By mid 1862, the Union was struggling. Morale was low, support was fading, and Lincoln knew he needed more than battlefield tactics. He needed a new weapon, and that weapon was emancipation. Before we can understand why he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, we have to hear from Lincoln himself. On August 22nd, 1862, the abolitionist Horace Greeley criticized Lincoln for moving too slowly on ending slavery. Lincoln publicly responded with a message that stripped any illusion away. My paramount objective in this struggle is to save the Union. It is not either to save or destroy slavery. If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. If I could save it by freeing all the slaves, I would do it. If I could do it by freeing some and leaving others where they are, I would also do that. This wasn't whispered in private. This wasn't hidden. It was a blunt public declaration of intent. Lincoln made it clear the Union came first. Everything else, including emancipation, was a tool to accomplish that goal. Despite the moral importance we attach today, the Emancipation Proclamation was targeted, calculated, and deeply strategic. It declared freedom only for enslaved people in Confederate states, not in the loyal border states, not in the Union-held southern states, only the regions actively rebelling. Now, you might ask, why? Well, simple. Because Lincoln wasn't trying to end slavery. He was trying to cripple the Confederacy. Enslaved labor was the backbone of the Southern economy. It grew the food, it built the fortifications, it supported the Confederate war effort. By proclaiming freedom, Lincoln encouraged enslaved people to flee, resist, sabotage, and abandon plantations, unraveling the Confederacy from the inside. Every escape was a blow to the Southern war machine. There was another layer, a global layer. European powers like Britain and France were watching closely, considering recognizing the Confederacy as an independent state. But once Lincoln reframed the war as a fight against slavery, foreign support became politically impossible. No European nation could openly defend a government built on the preservation of slavery. With one proclamation, Lincoln boxed the Confederacy in diplomatically, economically, and morally. Was the Emancipation Proclamation a turning point? Yes. Was it a monumental step towards ending slavery? Absolutely. But the dark truth is this: it was also a weapon. It was also a strategy, a calculated act designed to save the Union by destroying the Confederacy's foundation. Lincoln's own words tell us the true objective: saving the Union at all cost. And in the brutal reality of war, emancipation became the most powerful tool he had at his disposal in order to win the Civil War.